so hot.
Hello, I'm Amber Valentine, and this is the Afterparty, the official show that gives you all the details and behind-the-scenes tea on the new competition, Our New BFF, hosted by Miss Toto and Veronica Pop. So, if you're ready, let's get into it, and if you're not, let's do it anyway. Tonight, PB, you killed it as always.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for saying it.
Yes,
More
of
people
course.
should be saying it.
Right? Period. And also, I just have to say, Abhijit, you in that gown, like the most stunning woman you've ever seen.
Me?
Yes, you.
No. Thank you.
Yes,
You
of
look
course.
gorgeous.
Thank you. You don't have to say this as I said it about you. No. But, okay, so, how did you feel about your night overall? And just give us all the details.
Good. I feel good. I'm finally safe.
Yes.
I was bottom, not able to be voted for. Bottom, safe. So we are on an uphill climb, and it is only up from here. I genuinely, just like every fucking week, very proud of what I've done. I am really looking forward to the other challenges that I will be able to compete and perform, because I'm also not going home next week, and that's the literal only thing that matters to me. I have to shout out Echo Narcissus, my good friend Neil, for building this like insane 1890s historical costume. This corset is custom made. It is also a binder. This is insanity. This man turned this out in a week. A fucking week.
Wow.
Like, he is such a wonderful craftsman. I have to spend this time shouting him out. I would not have been able to do this without him, because I came out looking like my best possible Anton Chekhov cunt fantasy, and I served everything I needed for me. I'm very proud and very, very happy.
That's very cool. Very cool. Amazing. Amazing work. So tonight there was this controversial question of who we thought should go home. So can you give us a recap?
So they said, who do you think should go home and why? And immediately I had my answer, because there is only one answer, and the answer is not fucking me. Not fucking me, because I literally do not care who you send home. Everyone right now, the caliber of drag is so good. I sent some stupid tweet about this earlier, that I feel like every single one of us who is here right now is pushing ourselves and is performing past our own just base levels of artistry, because the competition is so tight and the drag is so good that we have to keep just one-upping ourselves in order to stand out, because every single performance is a standout performance. And all I fucking know is that I have been eating it non-stop. And so I should not go home. Send anyone else home except for me. I don't care.
Period. All right. Abhijit, do you have anything you want to add?
Look, I like hearing the critiques from the judges today. I think it really helped us kind of decide how we want to move forward in it. I think it was really useful for the audience to hear the critiques too.
I agree.
And I feel like, that's why we're safe.
As a recap, what were the critiques?
So some of the critiques that PB got was that they're always super creative. They always go above and beyond with the concepts. And we're not worried about the performance, not worried about the concepts. It's about refining certain aspects of it in terms of presentation. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. We're going to get PB some custom hair and some custom wigs, all style stuff. And we're going to find ways to make their already customized drag, take it to that next level, give it that drag queen flair.
I will say, they had no notes for my runway. They had absolutely no notes for my runway, and they said, I have no notes. And I was like, that's right.
That's what you want to hear, yes. All right, well, congratulations. You're moving up, and that's what we want to see. So we'll see you next week. Next up, we have Neutral Gina and her mentor, Caramel DeVille. Your performance was so outside the box for me. I did not expect this from you at all. I was like, okay, and then the choreography and the backup dancers, everything, so good, yes. But the actual press look, the runway, was so smart.
Thank you.
So yeah, so let's get into it.
Yeah. I love the idea of a faux pas. I think there's nothing worse than showing up in the same dress as someone that shops off the rack. And I have a friend, Brett, shout out Brett, who made my peacock dress last week for me in a pinch. And I said, babe, you got 2 weeks. Can you make me 7 identical tube dresses? And he was like, I got you. So shout out Brett. Then I stoned him up and I got some of my friends together. So that was my drag mother, my best friend, my mentor, like some of my other drag mentors, Secret and Ari, my friend Maurice. And it was very fun to keep it all in the family and have them like ruin my moment. And like just, I wanted to throw a total temper tantrum. And I'm so glad that everybody liked it.
Yeah, so she literally came out, did her little runway moment, and then Kara came out in the same outfit. And then another person. And then the gag, I think, was when Secret, the photographer, also handed her the camera and then took off her shirt to have the same dress on. I was like, what? Like, that, honestly, I was like, I don't want to follow that if I were in this competition. Kara, how did you think about the night overall?
I think it went really well.
This is so fucking cute, by the way.
Thank you so much. I try not to watch the other competitors because I don't want to have anything to compare to Neutral Gina. I see what she does and I'm just like, you did the best you could have done. And after seeing her number, and being in it, I didn't feel like anyone else was going to win, and they did not. We won tonight.
Yeah. Again, as I said last week, I agree with that. Also, like, you just look so hot in that mesh top. And then the other backup dancer, I was like,
Yeah, shout out Maurice. Shout out Maurice.
I talked to him at the bar for a second, and I was like, you looked great in that dress. And he's like, well, I had to change out because I have to be in the next number. But
Booked.
yeah, booked and blessed. We did have a little controversial moment of talking about who you thought should go home.
Yeah.
And so just give us a recap of what you said.
Obviously, everyone wants to be Miss America. Nobody wants to be like, I want them to go home, especially since not only are we all like friendly with each other, like we all fun. It's tense, but we have fun. No one wants to be the one who's like, your drag is bad, because the point of a competition is that we're all learning. We're all growing and like getting better. And honestly, the first thing that went through my head when I was sitting up there was, none of them can say me. But yeah, it had to be a little bit dramatic. But you know what? I stick with what I said. I said Helvetica and Sativa because they're both very calm, cool, collected. I love that as a fellow drag queen. Somebody who's nice and zen and chill at the gig.
But it's not you.
But it's not me. I'm crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty zen. But seeing how chill they are, I was like, oh my God, they're like so confident. And then it's like so funny that that's the kind of thing that I'm like, Now, of course, Vanity and PB also eat. But I see them practicing the lip syncs, you know. I see the little touch up in the mirror. I'm doing a little bit of that too. Seeing Sativa over there on her phone. And I'm like, damn, you're relaxed. So I stand by it, Sativa, you bitch.
Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
We did it.
Yes, love you both, and we'll see you next week.
Wow.
Next up, we have Vanity Unfair and her mentor, Clairvoyant. So I have to tell you, I did several amateur competitions and came in second in all of them.
Well, I guess me too.
And I'm not saying that's your fate. I'm just saying I understand, you know, this sort of every challenge getting second place.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it's still a testament to you, the fact that you're like constantly at the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, how did you feel about your night?
I felt great about it. Like, it went exactly how I wanted it to. There's nothing I would have changed. Like, I know there were comments about my use of like voiceover and all my numbers, to which I kind of like was like, okay, well, I feel like in the same sense it was like, this, you should do this is gonna be your thing, it's great, so don't do it. I was like, oh, okay, that makes, yeah, okay. So other than that, like, no matter what, I had like a great night and it was a lot of fun, and I think this is the category I wanted to do most, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and you ate shit.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yeah. Claire, did you think that the audience got it right tonight?
I think it was fucking close. tonight. Questionable. You know, I would like to see Vanity in the top, obviously. And you know what, like building off your comment about always being second, you know, all that means that Vanity will at least be in the top 2 is literally all that means. Because if that's the trend, let it continue. Because literally she's gonna fucking kill the last number and she's gonna win.
The underdog, we love to see an underdog win. You're not even an underdog.
The underdog,
but, you know.
the underdog.
Look at there.
Do you have anything you want to say?
I should have won.
Actually, what I want to ask about though is, so they gave the controversial question of who should go home, and you were not shy, so share it with us.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm just like really, okay, so no lie, I literally walked on stage and like the edible hit, so I was like, okay, so as soon as I was like, oh, well, I like want all of them to go home, and then I literally was in my head like, oh shit, now I have to like say something about everyone. I mean, it was all true. I mean, it was like I could have gone harsher. Like part of me was like, I didn't want to like really read everyone. The only person I read was Helvetica, and like, so my thing is like everyone was like a cop out. Everybody's talking about like Gina's makeup. It's so unoriginal. Like, get a new joke. Like, because we have a reunion and it's gonna be a roast maybe, and so like I'm like, well, is it just gonna be a million jokes about Gina's makeup? Anyway, so that was that. And then Sativa, honestly, like she kills it every single week, and I think sometimes like she might not bring the audience, but I think she is such a good performer and has also been really consistent, and so that's why I said her. And then with PB, I mean, it literally is, you literally already went home, and like I am so team PB, but like I have literally been in the top every single week, so if I lose to someone who already went home, I will be upset, period. And so yeah.
I get
Anyways,
that.
thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for having us at your TED Talk. I thought tonight was really sickening, and
Tonight was fucking incredible.
It was so
yes.
good.
Do you want to add anything, Claire?
No, I mean, this, you know, Scandal was Vanity's favorite theme of the entire competition. And you know what? Regardless of whether you win or lost, number one, you are always a winner in my book, baby! And number two, I honestly thought you brought a level of creativity and you brought a level of originality that everyone did not bring. And honestly, if you were not here, you'd be shocked to see it. And that is why you are a winner, baby.
I keep saying this every time, but I really can't wait to see what you do next week.
I can't. I was like really thrown off by the family affair twist, because I literally thought we were gonna do like we had planned. I mean, now that it's not
together, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do like Adam's Family or something. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm honestly annoyed with Veronica because she's like one of my best friends, and she told me that was what the challenge was you performing with your mentor, and the bitch told me tonight it wasn't the thing, and I was like, you didn't trust me enough to tell me the truth.
I love it though. Like I love it. I can't wait to be Gina. And yeah, I think the girl group is also gonna like really kill it. Girl and boy group, PBC. Yeah. So it's gonna slay if I've ever seen it slay.
Period. All right. Thank you so much, Clairvoyant, Vanity Unfair.
Bye.
Sativa Feliciano and Bambi Banks Kool-Aid.
Hello.
How are y'all feeling?
Hi.
Hi and hi. Okay,
Hi.
perfect. All right, Cruella DeVille inspired moment. Tonight, tell me about how you felt your performance went overall.
Tonight, I knew it was going to be a risk, but I had a lot of fun, actually. Leading up to it, I did have my moments of nerve because I'm like, are they gonna get it? But I feel like the performance really spoke for itself. The song in itself is a story. So, and then we played around with the mix. Me and Baby love to play around with a little mix, girl. Get a little stupid. There was a little bit of Miss Tiffany Pollard in there. A whole bunch of our favorite TikToks. It was really cute. I don't know. The less makeup I wear, I kind of feel comfortable. I don't know. Something about having my junk out. It's really like empowering.
Liberating.
Yeah.
One of the questions tonight was who they thought should go home. Mm-hmm. And we know your answer, but I want to know your answer.
Who I think should just go home, period, or who should have went home tonight?
Period.
I honestly think the person that went home tonight was the person who should have went home.
Okay.
The person that I would like to knock out of the competition right now because they're doing so well is Neutrogena. I think she's really smart. I think that she comes up with really good ideas and really pushes herself. And I think that she's probably like top competition right now. So love her to death, but next week we gotta knock her out. It's time to go.
I mean, that's a compliment. And
Yeah.
also, next week they did do a little twist where they said like it was gonna be a family affair. So you probably thought you were gonna perform.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Do you have a person in mind that you want to play that you could do an impersonation of?
Well, they made us pick out of a bucket at random.
So you already know.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing PB, and
But that's just for the runway.
that's for the runway.
Oh, okay.
But for the main challenge, we're doing boy or girl group numbers.
groups. Yeah.
For the main challenge, I'm thinking Destiny's Child.
I think y'all are supposed to do it together.
Really?
With
Yeah. No, it's supposed to be like
Oh no, yes.
a group
We're supposed to
four contestants.
we're supposed to pick a song and we're supposed to do that as a group number.
Yeah.
But we were thinking that maybe we'll do a rendition of a song and record our own tracks, but that was just in talk. We haven't really gotten to like deliberate. If we were to do our own group numbers, I will do Destiny's Child because then I got control over my fate. But for the runway, I'm supposed to give PB, which is going to be a little bit of an obstacle for me because their makeup is so different from mine. And going into the next challenge, I'm going to have to change my face a little bit. But just to present me, because that's what I want to present. I don't want to present PB.
Right.
No shade to PB, but like,
I feel like
That's
it's
not you.
you know.
It's a good challenge for us to rise to and like conquer. And if we do a really good job, then I think we're gonna really get like our tens for that. So
Yeah, and even based off of the White Chicks number, we love a little character, we love a little cosplay, so it'll be cute.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
Wow, I'm excited. And I just think you kill it every week.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited. Next week will be fire for sure. So.
Oh, it's gonna be a doozy.
we got
Thank you, Stephen Feliciano and Baby Banks Goulet.
Thank you.
I am devastated to be announcing the fact that this gorgeous, stunning queen, Helvetica Black, is going home tonight. But I do think that you have so much talent, and this is definitely not the last we'll see of you, and just one competition, as I always say.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I'm a Virgo sun, Gemini moon, Scorpio rising, shout out. And
Tell us what that means about you.
loves to tell us that.
it means that there should be no balance, but there is a lot. And as my Virgo queen Beyonce once said, she has won 28 Grammys and she has lost 72. I don't feel like a loser. Lucy Stoole is my mentor. Lucy Stoole is now my friend. I gained Sativa. I gained Gina. Like, I took a lot from this competition. I got a lot from this competition. And as the Duchess Alyssa Edwards once said, winning isn't everything, but wanting to is. And I want to win. I want to be a great drag queen. And I want to hone my craft. And I want to know, like, in 5 years, if someone books Helvetica Black, what will audiences feel? And this has given me, through, like, my own critique of myself, and then also outside critique from Lucy, like, what that would mean, you know? I know where currently I want to live as a drag queen, and I'm not comfortable by any means. I'm not. But I am... I've been doing drag for a year and a half. I've been booked as Helvetica for about 3 months. And I've had, like, a pretty incredible incline in drag.
Yeah.
And I don't take it for granted at all. I worked very hard, but I also, like, I don't want any of this to just not be a learning experience.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, I'm going to get in this interview and I'm going to be so mean. But I was like, that's what they make reunions for, so catch me then. But I also think, like, I also, I don't know. It was, like, at first I was, like, defeated. I was like, oh, it's the end, you know? But Lucy and I are going to go to Cheesecake Factory probably, so. But yeah, I feel good.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just you have great energy, and you just. I really like. I like watching you perform, and I think that you have a lot of a long future ahead of you. And I just don't want you to feel defeated, because it doesn't matter necessarily what place you get, as long as you get the exposure, and that's what you're doing competitions for in general anyway. And I think you're stunning. Any show I have, I would love to book you for.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
I mean, drag is the only art form where you're the artist and the subject. That's why it's so hard. It's not really designed to be like, it's like the one art form where like people are like, I can't believe people do that as a career, and I'm like, I would love to, and I still am like, it's crazy. But I think that like, I did this because I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
I did this because I knew I was gonna get her, and I also knew that I was gonna learn a lot. And Lucy has taught me so much. Not literally to put a battery in her back because she's literally Lucy's tool. She does not need it. She's good. I once asked Lucy, I was like, advice on feeling bad about yourself? She goes, I'm Lucy's tool. I was like, period, bitch. But Lucy has been nothing but supportive, and you know, I'm 21. I'm like without my mom right now, and Lucy, like, sometimes she'd scold me and I'd be like, damn, I really needed that. Like, I learned, like, I am indebted to you. I have learned so much from you, and I respect you so much, and I love you so much, and there was never a time where she ever offered any advice, anything to slight me and put me down.
Yeah.
It is only, like, she has literally said to me, you are a better drag queen than Idea. Like, do a bigger idea. And I think that is worth the world to me. And it's cliche to say, like, I don't feel like a loser, because people are losers. I'm a loser. Hi, losers. But
Me too.
But I think that you can lose and win. I don't want to be the first drag queen to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Losing is the new winning.
Period. So tonight was rough because it just keeps getting harder and harder every week. Who are you gonna send home? It's pretty crazy. So Toto, give us a little rundown.
So we had our top 5. It gets harder every week. But with this one, it's not looking for who did bad. It's looking at, once again, who does the best.
Yeah.
So our top 2 once again were Vandy and Gina, and no tea to anybody else. Not only are they bringing a bunch of people, but they're also bringing their all. So of course they're going to be the top 2. But at this point, we have 5 people. You're going to have a top 2, a bottom 2, and someone's going to be safe. So next week, it's going to be, you might have 1 winner and 2 bottom 2, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really insane because you're still sending someone home who is insanely talented. It's just that some other contestants outshine them that week.
Yeah.
So it's not saying anything negative about their drag because they made it even at this point in the competition, even this point, period. So like even Helvetica went home. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything. Even though Helvetica went home, like I'm booking her for my parties. She needs, like, she's new-ish to Chicago.
Yeah.
So for her to like come into this competition, do exactly what she needs to do, she's really like shown everyone that she belongs here and that she's gonna like keep crushing it.
So tell us, tonight's theme, obviously based on your dress code, is a little escandalo. So tell us about what's happening.
So the theme was red carpet scandal for press looks, and then for the challenge it was scandalous performance.
And it was up to them if they can recreate an actual scandal, or they can make a scandal of themselves. But I feel like almost everybody recreated one.
Give a reference.
Yeah, there was like a reference. So it was fun. When we were coming up with the themes, this was probably one of my favorite ones, because when what comes to mind is when the Kardashians got the flower. Do you know when they started like throwing flour at like celebrities? On the red carpet, they would throw like a bunch of flour. They did it to like Iggy, Kris Jenner, and then I also thought about like Lil' Kim with the nipple. I thought about Tori Spelling with like when her nipple was showing, but her nipple was like crooked as fuck. Like that's what I was thinking about. So I was really excited for this one, and I feel like everybody turned it out. So I gave a little bit of Kim Kardashian with Kanye West. I believe it was the Met Gala when she looked like the couch and then everybody made fun of her. The Mrs. Doubtfire, that was what I was feeling. And here I am.
And it's her birthday.
And it's my birthday.
Your birthday.
I haven't given birth yet.
Happy. No.
Thank you. I am forever 21. It's my, I've been celebrating my birthday the last 2 weeks because I'm a Gemini. So here we are.
And we love to see it. Again, I'm asking because the audience gets to vote these things. So
For now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the way it worked this week is per usual. The audience picks their top 2, and then the people who get the less votes get the bottom 2. But moving forward, now that we have a top 4 moving into a top 3, the audience will vote for their top, and then as the besties get eliminated, the mentors become judges. So then we're going to be able to pick somebody who we thought actually did the best to be the other person in the top.
Yeah.
So you're going to have your top voted and your top voted by the judges.
Yeah.
Starting next week?
Starting next week for top 4.
Yep.
Ooh,
Same thing will happen at the
is
finale.
good.
So it's like a lot of competition, no shade, are either all judge thing where where the audience, why are they coming if they don't have a say?
Right.
Yeah.
Or they're all audience where it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, how do we mesh the two and make it still fair and important for people to show up, but also the rightful winner is going to win.
Yeah, and like the thing that we've always said is like all of the competitors are so new. So a lot of them might not even have a team or have like a fan base. So it's like we're at the point where like, okay, we already seen what you've done. So now let's actually have the season queens, the icons judge you.
Judge you.
So I'm excited for it.
Ooh, that is so good. I did not realize that until just now. So this just in.
New voting scheme.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Obviously, I love this competition, and you should too. So tune in next week. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. So the press look theme is family affair, and it was to kind of throw them off. They thought they were going to have to dress like their mentor and vice versa. But instead, we had them all pick someone out of the hat of the cast. So they're all going to beat each other. And Veronica and I are going to do a little drag swap moment. I'm going to definitely be Veronica. And then for the challenge, it's going to be an extravaganza of boy band or girl group or however they determine to do that. But instead of it being like multiple small performances like we've been doing, it'll be a production.
A big production.
A big production of whatever they want to do. And at this point, they should all know each other and be familiar with each other enough to understand their performance style, how to make each person shine, something that we're really going to look at.
Yeah.
Damn, I love this.
And I feel like we said this earlier during the stage too. It sucks because they're so good already and they're amazing. And it sucks to send someone home, but you have to also realize that we only selected 8 out of 45.
Right.
45 applications came in, and we had to sit down and really analyze who we wanted, and we got down to 8. So just because you didn't win does not mean you didn't win. Like, baby, you made the fucking actual show.
Right.
And the thing that I also love is that a lot of them are I'm seeing them, a lot of them get booked now. Like, a lot of them have been getting booked at Hydrate. I just booked Sangria. So it's like, just because you went home doesn't mean you're done. Like, you are now in the roster of like rotation because you're good. You're the upcoming of Chicago.
You got your name out there.
Yeah, and it's like really exciting. And yeah, I'm excited to see where everybody's gonna go from, let's say, from 5 months. Let's see where they all go. So because they're all so good, like, bitch, I be shaking too, girl. I'm like, damn. Girl.
This is the this is the inaugural cast of BFF. Like, no one else will ever be the top 8, the first top 8 ever again.
MySpace top 8.
Would I have been on your top 8 on MySpace?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being with us. This has been the after party of Our New BFF, hosted by Miss Toto and Veronica Pop. Thanks for being with us.
Bye, everyone. You actually made these gloves? Okay, they look stunning, and then look at this one.
You sewed it.
Yeah, I sewed it myself.
I don't know if either looks stunning, but
Define sew.
Claws, girl.
With your hand?
No,
or
bitch.
glue.
You sew with a machine.
Yeah, I have a sewing machine. I sew stuff. I just hate
Don't
doing it.
lie.
I never knew.
Bitch,
Don't look at me like I never knew.
I get that.
Here we are. I mean,